Tonight on NFL Turning Point, the Ravens' remarkable comeback.
Well, that 20-0 lead is gone.
Jesus, Marion Joseph.
An NFC North showdown.
Sam Bradford's first touchdown pass as a Viking.
The Broncos' workhorse is mic'd up.
Woo!
Ready? Come on, let's put the ball in the box.
And the Steelers down the Bengals.
Oh, the ball came out. Steelers recover.
That's how you play, boy. Let's go.
Hello once again, I'm Dan Patrick, and welcome to NFL Turning Point presented by Bose. Heading into last Sunday's game, Joe Flacco owned a 13-2 career mark against the Browns. Flacco continued that dominance over Cleveland as he led the Ravens to a thrilling comeback victory.
You've been a great individual player for a long time. Let's be a great team. Absolutely.
That's where the fun of this game is.
Exactly.
Winning.
Let's be a great team.
Winning. That's what's fun about this game.
Winning is foreign in these parts, at least since 1995, when the team left town and moved to Baltimore.
That's what we play for, baby. This is what we play for.
Only one 10-win season since the franchise reboot in 1999. But every time the old franchise returns, Cleveland seems to light up.
Touchdown, Corey Coleman.
It was new Browns over old Browns in a runaway.
Isaiah Crowell. Touchdown, Cleveland Browns, 85 yards. And the Cleveland Browns offense comes out firing.
Why hit that thing, man?
Wide open.
Joe Thomas going to block down. John Greco, right guard, going to come around. Gets a good block by the fullback. And it is a huge hole.
Good hard running, baby, right off that double team. That's 600 pounds. Move his ass, man. I mean, look at that.
Yep.
That's a college hole. Everybody's blocked.
He hit that. I knew that was going.
Yeah.
Fundamentally, we were not a good football team in the first quarter, especially on defense.
Wake up, defense. Right now, you're playing substandard. This is not what the Ravens play like.
3 possessions for the Browns offense, 3 touchdowns.
Ravens fans, they're probably sitting on the couch MFing each other and doing all those things. And, you know, we're doing the same things on the bench, you know.
Plenty of time left. Drink up.
The Ravens were down by 20, about to go down by 21.
Fans can't believe what they've seen here in the opening minutes of this game. And that'll bring on Patrick Murray for the extra point try.
Urgency sort of was the key to turning that game around.
Well, listen, the first key is that blocked extra point, the fact that you can get 2 points on it now.
A turning point on an extra point? Only in Cleveland.
Murray's extra point is blocked. Ball is live. Ravens will pick it up at the 40. Midfield, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, and taking it all the way back for the conversion.
Kid, the block that he just bust right through the middle.
Yeah, off of our left side.
Murray's PAT is blocked, and it is scooped, and a chance for 2.
When you look at the point swing, obviously it has a huge effect on the game.
That's how Baltimore gets its first 2 points.
And that play right there is really a hard play. That's a hard play in there. It's the toughest 2 seconds in football if you're down there in the trenches playing a field goal block.
It's Tavon Young on the return.
Tavon, to be exactly where he's supposed to be, in the exact right spot that he's taught to be in, and he's right there to scoop and score. In case it gets blocked, 1 out of how many times is it going to get blocked?
On all 3 extra point attempts in the first quarter, the Ravens put 950 pounds of beef in front of the guard and tackle and had 177 pounds of speed waiting in the wings. Number 93, Lawrence Guy, couldn't get a hand on the first 2 kicks. But on the third, his timing was right, and Tavon Young was where he needed to be to give the Ravens a 3-point swing and spark their comeback.
To get it started with a blocked extra point, to get a handout, to not give up, to not quit, that's the kind of thing as a coach you feel really good about.
And put it in the books. After the tremendous start in the first quarter for the Cleveland Browns, it's the Ravens who fight back to win it.
2-0. 2-0.
Wait for the ball.
2-0. Ain't gotta be pretty. They all count.
Still to come on NFL Turning Point, we'll have a closer look at the Vikings and the Packers.
Diggs caught at the 35-yard line.
The best sounds of the week.
I got it.
And the Steelers' big win over the Bengals.
What a catch and a touchdown.
In the Bengals' previous 8 games against Pittsburgh, A.J. Green had averaged 8 receptions and 110 yards. First ballot Hall of Fame type numbers.
He wings it deep for a wide open A.J. Green. Look at him go at the 20, the 10. Touchdown!
Mike Tomlin's defense entered its Week 2 matchup against Cincinnati with a plan. Limit Green's opportunities to go deep and see if the rest of the Bengals could beat them.
When you're playing good on good and you're familiar with the opponent's familiar with you, ultimately the detail and the technique per position is going to determine how you play and win the football game. We felt like if we minimized 18's impact on the game, that it would put us in position to keep the score down and thus win.
To do so, Pittsburgh continually deployed number 31, Ross Cockrell, a tallish cornerback, to Green's side.
31's following him. 31's over here.
Mike, it appeared that Cockrell was following A.J. Green around. Was that the case?
He was. We liked the matchup because of the physical stature. He's tough, he's smart, he's got a good above-the-net game. He did a nice job, but it wasn't just him on A.J. Green. We did a lot of things schematically to minimize 18's impact on the game.
Though Cockrell was shadowing Green, very rarely was he in straight man-to-man. Often, a second defender was sent to help.
A.J. Green, double coverage.
And you can see Cockrell follow A.J. Green from side to side.
The plan worked. Despite being targeted 8 times, Green caught just 2 passes for 38 yards. The Bengals did very little to get the Steelers out of their Green-stopping game plan. Green didn't go in motion a single time. And only once did he line up as an inside receiver, where an easier matchup against a linebacker or nickelback might be found.
We gotta get you going. Let's go. We gotta get you going. We gotta go.
Dime on third down, right? Dime on third down, no big deal. That puts 25 outside, 21 inside, and then you're working on 22 in there. Hey, we're gonna pop one here right quick, okay?
You got it again. You got it again.
Cincinnati's other receivers managed to find plenty of space in the middle of the field.
Different defenses do different things. It's not necessarily timing, it's certain looks that they give you. And there's times where AJ will catch 12 balls, and there's other times where other guys are going to get involved.
Andy Dalton finished with 366 passing yards, his highest total in 11 games against Pittsburgh.
We did a great job minimizing 18's impact. That was a plan for us. We realized that potentially opened us up for some other things, but such is life.
Without Green shredding the Steelers over the top, the Bengals failed to reach the end zone until less than 4 minutes remained.
Giovanni Bernard down the sideline. Yeah. Touchdown!
Yes.
Coincidentally, Giovanni Bernard's touchdown was the only play during the game where Cockrell didn't line up to Green's side. After Green vacated the left side on an under route, it was rookie Artie Burns, not Cockrell, who was left to try and tackle the shifty back.
So the Bengals aren't dead yet.
Trailing by 8 with 2 minutes to play, the Bengals were driving for the tying score. Again, they went away from green and towards the middle of the field.
Dalton deep drop. Over the middle, the soft toss. And the ball caught loose. Scooped up by Golden. Golden down the sideline, and Pittsburgh takes over. And the Steelers grind out another victory in this rivalry. An early season statement in the AFC North.
Still to come, C.J. Anderson is wired against the Colts.
Come on now. I know.
But up next, the Vikings and the Packers.
Touchdown! Stephon Diggs!
New home, baby. You got to start off right. Nothing better. Division rival. Packers, baby. Let's go.
Minnesota Vikings football at U.S. Bank Stadium is underway.
The Vikings opened up their brand new stadium with a brand new face under center.
And let the Sam Bradford era begin for the Minnesota Vikings.
But that didn't change much for the Packers. They still had their sights set on shutting down Adrian Peterson.
Right up the middle, and he gets absolutely nothing. Adrian Peterson smashed by Mike Daniels.
I don't know why they keep giving him the ball. It ain't working.
Eventually, the Vikings offense found something that worked.
Diggs on the run. Near side to the 40. Cuts back to the right to the 50. Back to the left to the Packers 40.
I've seen more slant routes tonight, more of the type of passes that defeat an 8-man box.
On the completion to Diggs, the Vikings lined up in a running formation with 2 running backs and 2 tight ends, causing the Packers to put 8 defenders in the box. Bradford's play fake caused Green Bay's defenders to attack the line of scrimmage, opening up a hole in the defense for him to exploit.
We talked about making teams pay for stopping the run, and Bradford is doing it.
I like a lot of the concepts we run. I think it's a great mix of, both drop back, play action, things that I really enjoy. Being a part of this offense, it's fun because there's so many different facets of it.
Things changed for Minnesota once Adrian Peterson went down with an injury. The threat of the run vanished, but that didn't seem to have any effect on Bradford's confidence.
I don't think it was the best situation for him, but he made the best of it.
Right now, he's picking apart the secondary of the Green Bay Packers.
Fires to the right back, run to the end zone. Touchdown! Vikings! Sam Bradford's first touchdown pass as a member of the Minnesota Vikings.
Bradford was in rhythm, and normally when quarterbacks like that get in rhythm, they're very, very tough to stop.
Steps up, loops it to the end zone for Diggs. Caught! Touchdown! Stephon Diggs!
And he and Stephon Diggs are tearing it up.
It seems like you guys are in sync already. I wouldn't say in sync. I don't know too much about in sync but the band, but he does everything the right way.
The Vikings' new lead singer opened up U.S. Bank Stadium with one of the best performances of his career.
He's here for 2 weeks. He's been taking a pounding. What Sam Bradford is doing tonight is unbelievable.
It's a big credit to a guy that's come in here in 15 days or what it was, and he's learned enough of the offense to come in and perform.
Man, the guys here have been awesome. These guys have had my back from day one. they've been super supportive of me. And I just wanted to come out and play well for them tonight.
Yeah! Yeah! Oh, yeah! Yes!
Coming up next on NFL Turning Point, Vaughn tames the Colts.
Miller's got him, and the ball is free. Touchdown, Denver!
And the best sounds of the week.
Don't get comfortable. Don't get comfortable. We're about to come right back to you.
We welcome you back to NFL Turning Point, presented by Bose. No Peyton Manning, no problem. Running back C.J. Anderson has helped take some of the pressure off quarterback Trevor Siemian in the wake of Manning's retirement. Thanks to Anderson's legs and that Broncos defense, the defending champs now 2-0.
Ball's knocked out of his hands. Von Miller again. First and goal, handoff. C.J. Anderson, left guard into Kuechly. Second effort to the goal line. Touchdown, Denver. The Denver Broncos just won Super Bowl 50.
Winning the Super Bowl is hard. Defending the title is even harder. Only twice in the previous 20 seasons has a team won back-to-back championships. The 2016 Broncos don't have a Hall of Famer under center, but John Elway is still calling the shots. In the offseason, Elway's Broncos retained two heroes from Super Bowl 50, signing C.J. Anderson and Von Miller to new contracts. Anderson scored the final touchdown of Super Bowl 50. In Week 2, he scored the game's first.
Come on, fellas, punch it in.
They give it to C.J. C.J. running left. C.J. to the goal line. C.J. Anderson has a Denver touchdown.
Offensive contributions are celebrated, but in Denver, the defense is the life of the party.
Denver with a four-man rush. Deep drop by Andrew Luck. Forced to step up by Derek Moore. Pass to me, intercepted. And keeps the lead to the 40. Steps out of a tackle, 35. Down the sideline, 25, 20, 15. To leave inside the 10. 5. Touchdown, Denver! His 31st interception of his career. The 9th touchdown return of his career. And what a huge play by this Bronco defense.
Akeem, can you just take us through your interception return?
It was a third and long play. Coach called a vision defense, and I seen our D-line got pressure on Luck, so I kind of just sat out in my zone. Was anticipating 7 stop, and that's what he ran. I was able to make the play, make a guy miss, and go home.
Aqib Talib's pick 6 gave the Broncos a 10-point advantage, but Frank Gore's tightrope act brought the Mile High faithful to the edge of their seats.
Gore on the sideline. Gore, did he stay in bounds on the east side with the catch?
Yes. Yes, touchdown.
The Broncos held a slim 3-point lead when the Super Bowl MVP provided the game's turning point.
Has salted this thing away.
Well, end game.
He blew by the right tackle, Joe Wrights, and it was eerily similar to the play he made in Super Bowl 50.
Von Miller's strip sack in Super Bowl 50 is at the top of your screen. On the bottom, Week 2's game clincher. On both plays, the Broncos put 3 potential pass rushers opposite Miller in the formation. The Panthers could have used number 35, Mike Tolbert, to chip Miller, and the Colts could have done the same with number 83, Dwayne Allen. Neither did, leaving their right tackles to block Miller one-on-one. On both plays, Miller is on the line of scrimmage, but wide alignment allows the speedy linebacker to beat the tackle to the mesh point.
Last few games I've seen you beat Roethlisberger and Brady and take apart Cam a couple times and get Luck today. I start to feel sorry for him. Do you ever feel sorry for the other quarterbacks?
I mean, I got to get mine too. You know, what type of, pass rusher would I be? Feeling sorry after I sack him. That's what I'm supposed to do. I feel good. I feel great when I get him on the ground. That's why I dance and do all the other crazy stuff that I do.
Coming up next is our Bose sponsored feature where we bring you the best sounds of the week captured by NFL Films.
What?
What does it mean if you have 4 little stars on that thing?
That means I've been a captain for a long time. San Fran, in for a rude awakening. Yes, sir. I'm going to give you my blood, coach. No.
Tied up inside, runs into 2-3 Panthers. Fumble the ball.
Hey, I got it out.
Thompson scoops it up.
I got it out.
It's a touchdown.
I got it.
TD pulled that out.
I got it.
Newton shotgun snap. Newton's going to Benjamin. Circus catch.
Oh, he got it. That's a big boy. That young man right there is special. Tell him you're a grown man, bro. They ain't figured it out yet?
Score here, it's pick time.
Time for one of them classic Luke Kuechly picks. I don't know.
Gabbard looking. And goes over the middle, intercepted by Luke Kuechly at the 33-yard line.
I'll take that, thank you. I knew you was gonna get one. I knew it. Hey, we're in Prentice, but we back in the win column.
Thanks again for watching this week's NFL Turning Point. Make sure you tune in for the Bears at the Cowboys on Sunday Night Football on NBC. And you can catch the next episode of NFL Turning Point Wednesday night here on NBCSN. From all of us at NBC and NFL Films, good night.